Hello, hello, Annie.
Hello,
Nice to see
Eddie.
you. I'm very happy to
Yeah,
be with here.
yeah, me too. I'm really glad to see you again. This is the second of our conversation in Zoom, on Zoom,
Mhm.
right?
Yes, right.
Yeah.
That's right. Mhm. We were talking a
So,
lot via Messenger and
yeah.
and Patricio chat, and I am happy. I always happy to see you and talk with you.
Thank
And
you.
I I must notice that your appearance awesome. You are gorgeous. You have
Thank you.
so beautiful pink dress and charm flower in your heart. Oh,
Yeah. I love it.
yeah.
I love it.
Uh-huh.
This I don't know in English what we call it. Yeah, this is like in Bali they mostly using this flower.
Mhm.
Uh, yes. So, can I ask you a question,
Okay,
Abby?
of course. Mhm.
And so, how about what do you feel about your progress as long as you in this group so far?
Oh, thanks for your question. Uh, I must notice, even though all my friends and you, of course, always praising me and about my progress, but frankly speaking, I have no any feeling that I think that I'm stranded with my English, and really, I have no progress. It seems I use only simple words and phrases and the same. I always repeat the same phrases and the same words. What What do you think about that? What would you
About
say?
what?
Mhm.
About what?
About feeling that I have
In the
no
group?
I have no progress and I
No,
have this.
no, no. I think, you know, why I'm interested talking to you because I noticed you are mostly doing live stream, you know,
Mhm.
and then with friends, yes, all the time. Even though you're just talking with your cat, with your chocolate, you know. So I noticed that you got a really a big enthusiasm to learn English. That really interesting me, you know. Yeah,
Okay.
I got, yes, of course. I noticed in my midnight, so a chatbot has a new post from FD and FD live streaming, you know, go out maybe in your car sometimes, you know.
Mhm.
So I got you, yeah. But for me, for myself on this group, I think this is very long explanation of me as usual. Yeah, because as long as I join on the group on chatbot and now I'm also on Kangaroo official.
Mhm.
You know, at that time when I was the first time post my picture, my video, I mean on Kangaroo official. At the time, many people put a beautiful comment on my post at the time. One, because at the time I was offering for searching for a speaking partner, no, and people enthusiasm, you know, put comment there and grab me on Messenger. But I think I try to. This is really serious. Person want to improve their English or any another intention, you know. And
Mhm.
then at the time, so but someone, not all people, only a few, you know. When they ask me about, I want to improve my English. Okay, then meet me on Zoom. I said,
Mhm.
and so I invite. I invite him on chat box, so I invite also on Zoom. At that time, some say that I'm not ready, and sometimes he afraid, scared, shy. Sometimes he said like, are there any natives on that meeting? They said any natives, but why he scared for natives, So I said, why you worry about native? I said, if you want to talk, just this is a good opportunity. I said, and the second one, I mean the other one also on Zoom, or I invite him with Patricio at the time. Well, you're not there, you're not there at the time. Yeah, the last Saturday, we didn't meet. Yeah, then I invite him. He also only showing his head only. So I asked, why you only showing your hair? I said, oh, because I'm not with clothes, without clothes and lying lying in bed, lying down in bed. So I said, oh, okay, fix yourself. I said, and put on your clothes. And after that, he doesn't want to pop up again, and he disappeared, leaving the group, leaving the chat, at that time. That just means that not all people really serious in improving their English, sometimes, guys just want to see me on video, straight away he without any permission, he called me on video without any manners.
What sorry, let me ask, what means unfidel?
He called me on messenger, I mean video call, without any permission at the first time, without knowing, if just like you and I, for example, if you call me on video on messenger, I already know about you, so so I don't worry, But at the first time, at the very beginning, we never know each other, without any permission, without texting first,
Yes.
And he immediately called me on video. That just make me shock, just like shocking me. So I maybe about 8 people I blocked them, because they just want to see me actually, Yeah, that's why. That's why now I'm focusing for people who really serious learning English. If ladies, I always welcome ladies. I got no question. I got no doubt about it. But on chatbot at that time, I already know about Marcelo, Patricio, Erdi, Joan. I already know them. They are active on the group. Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you, Erdi, what do you think if, for example, if you put comment on someone else's post on chat or on somewhere else, like maybe on Kangaroo Official or whatever, what do you think if you put any comment and someone else, even though they are not competent on it, I mean not really understand on it, on that field, and they criticize your comment or maybe your grammar. So what do you think about it?
It depends which words he used. If he trying to offend me, or maybe using with cruel words, and of course I will be upset. and I I would say to myself, oh, he is not polite um, mm, person, and uh, maybe I will ask. Oh, sorry. Maybe I will give some answer for him, and or not. But I think there are great people much more, and as you, Patricio, John, Graciela, and everybody, I know whom, and it's better to focus for their comments. For example, Katie always praised me. Marcelo always supported me. Anney always gives me great feedback. It's better this yours um, feedback, your comments give me more positive feelings than friend people who try and offend me. So rather I will not pay my attention to him, and that's all.
I mean, generally is criticizing people. It is good for to do.
Oh yes, if he say uh, uh, it would be better to write by this way, not as you have wrote. If he give me an example, or maybe he gives me some link to in order to improve my skills, English skills, of course I will say him, thank you very much. I am very glad to get your feedback, and etc. And I will try to make friends with him, and of course it's good way.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I think I got your answer. I got it that this depend on the polite way. If they doing it in proper way, you're gonna be welcome, right?
Of
For
course.
their correction. Yes. Yeah. So for me, generally, for myself, I will never criticize grammar people. You know, I will never, because according me, maybe if we close each other, maybe if we close each other, and then we can come to inbox or private chat. That's no problem. I will never, even though I know, if for example, if I know better, maybe in some case, but I will never criticize people on public. I will never.
Mhm.
Yes, and then accordingly, this is not good. This is not good thing to do, because maybe a little, or maybe not really hurt, but a little bit, always disappointment always there, you know, sometimes with, yeah. So for me, generally, I will not, I'm not agree if people criticize or someone mistake, especially about grammar on public, you know, except if in private chat. If, that is depend on the receiver, of course. And then, yes, you know, because why I disagree in this thing, Because more or less it is gonna be getting decrease, decrease their enthusiasm to learn English, and then we have to support people, to encourage people, even though they're making mistake. Oh, don't worry, and all people making mistake. This is our second language. This is not the first one, But anyway, native speaker, they have their own mother tongue language, but still making mistake. But we are not we learning English for the second language. But if we making mistake, so what the problem? This is nothing. Yeah, nothing is wrong, right? Because we learning from mistake. If we never making mistake, this means that we never try, right? We never try. If we never making mistake, Yeah, that's all. So that's why I disagree. People can you notice Katie Ortega? Can you notice Christian? Can you notice? Are they making any criticize to people on public?
Never. Never.
Never. Yeah, we'll never. Yes, of course, because they don't want people get get down, feeling down or get hopeless, to learn English. That's the matter, So that's why I disagree about this. And everywhere also, like Richard, my teacher, Sigram as well. And he never, he never making some correction when I'm making mistake, Always says same thing. You do what you did this good, Annie. Keep going, blah blah blah. I'm a native, but still making mistake. He said, Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
So, yeah. Any question from you now? Maybe you have something to ask.
Yes. Maybe you watch more my live stream. I have been asking about a situation with my friend. She asked me, she knows I learn English. She asked me, do you talk with foreigners? I said, yes, of course. How do you do that? You have bad English, they have bad English. How do you conversation? Do you have conversation? I was struggle to answer at once, and I said, I don't know, we are talking. What would you say here?
Because minus times minus become plus, right? Become positive. Negative times negative become positive. It's just like in maths, in the subject. Yeah. Yeah, that's no problem. But at least, we don't know. We both are non-native speakers. At least we can boost our confidence, At the first time, maybe this is not a problem, or really no problem. And then we can, increase our courage. That's all, At least, yes. And then maybe day by day, but I already did. I did talking with native. Yes, I already did, but I don't care, Even though I'm making mistake, I don't care because it doesn't mean that if the native, that doesn't mean he perfectly correct in grammar, But so I don't care that. Because he is a native, you know, his mother tongue is English language. It's already so. I don't. I mean, I'm not surprised if they perfect in English, right? You know.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
doesn't matter.
Yes, I agree with you totally. And I would like to add mm, what answer I would give her if it will be now. Of course, I would say here, even we are not perfect. We are connecting. We have fun with each other, and of course,
Yes.
some people who learns English, some learners are waiting while they become perfect in English. But how are you going to become perfect speaker without speaking,
Yeah,
without
yeah, yeah.
talking?
Right.
Really,
Yeah, that's
that's
right.
mhm. Now we are having conversation in order. Um, we have uh, one goal for everybody
Yeah.
of us to become um, better
Yes, that's
tomorrow.
right.
Uh,
Yeah, but don't just keep in mind, never ever try to be perfect. You know, we when we spoke, you know, and always in our mind, and I want to be perfect. I so worry of making mistake. If you try to be perfect, that's really hard. You know, that's really hard because worries, of course, you know,
mhm.
and then yes, no, never try to be perfect uh, because nobody is perfect.
Oh, Victor joined us. Mhm.
Oh yeah, really? Okay.
Uh-huh. Sorry, Victor, we don't hear you. Uh, please look at your settings. Mhm. Okay.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
maybe just waiting for
Maybe.
him. Yeah,
Mhm.
just waiting for him. Okay, while we waiting for him, we can continue our conversation. It's no
Okay.
problem.
Mhm.
Yes,
Annie, what is your
yes.
plan for future re- regards to learning English? To maybe you have some special goal, a challenge, some special challenge.
Actually, this is doesn't make sense. You know, doesn't make sense. And also, Patricia laughed at me because people mostly they learn English with any goals, right? I wanna do this thing. If I mastered English, I gonna work and somewhere, you know. But for myself, I got no plan at all because I really love English. And then when I can't make communication with people, that is my goal. That's all. I got no really high dream, you know,
Mhm.
to catch, no, to reach, not at all. So because you know why? Because my homeland is in Bali, right? In Bali, so many tourists over there. So I can practice there if anytime I meet my strangers, right?
Mhm.
And then it's gonna be easier for me to make communication with them. It's sometimes because when I got some money to buy tickets, so I came back to Bali, you know, uh, and then and in the airport in Bali, somewhere else, in Bali especially, in the airport, I always met strangers, you know. So if I cannot speak, then
Mhm.
how can I? Yeah, you know, I because this is my teacher messages when I was kid at the time. We are the owners, he said. If you meet strangers, you have to get them greeting, he said, But until now, still in my mind, and then, oh yeah, and after you give them greeting, you can run away, he said. My teacher.
Hello. Sorry. Your picture frozen. Oh, sorry. Your picture frozen. Your picture have frozen. I can't hear you.